I guess you've heard that drinking water in the morning is a good habit, and it really is. But have you ever wondered if you're drinking water the right way? Imagine this. You've just woken up, your body's still sluggish, and you drink a full glass of water. But instead of feeling refreshed, you feel bloated, a little nauseous, or foggy-headed. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. Many people, especially those over 50, are making simple mistakes that have a big impact on how they feel and their energy levels in the morning. In today's video, we're not just going to talk about how good drinking water in the morning is, but we'll explore how to drink it the right way, how to drink it in a way that your body will thank you, and most importantly, how to avoid the discomfort you might think is normal. You'll be surprised to know that just a few small adjustments can help you start your day feeling more awake, lighter, and focused. Our bodies change over the years, and what worked in your 30s may not be as effective when you hit your 60s. But don't worry, because the tips in this video are simple. In fact, they're extremely easy, from choosing warm water instead of cold, adjusting the amount of water, to pairing it with a light breakfast. All of these can make a noticeable difference. I'll also share some common misconceptions like, just drink water and that's enough, or skip breakfast for better detox. These seemingly reasonable pieces of advice can actually leave you feeling tired, irritable, or sluggish throughout the morning. But with a few small changes, like adding some light protein, such as a boiled egg or a handful of nuts with your water, you can give your body the fuel it needs, not just to stay alert, but also to stay healthy in the long run. If you've ever felt discomfort in your stomach after drinking water, or if you've experienced energy crashes in the middle of the morning, this video is for you. And if you're looking for ways to take better care of your body each day without making major changes, then you definitely don't want to miss it. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the simple but effective health tips I share every week. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to like and share the video to spread the knowledge to more people. You deserve a more comfortable morning, a healthier body, and a day full of energy. Start with the simplest thing, drinking water the right way. Now let's get started. Mistake number 1, drinking ice water on an empty stomach. You've probably had a glass of ice-cold water in the morning, right after waking up, to help wake up your body and get ready for the day. It feels like the right thing to do, but sometimes after drinking it, you may experience some discomfort, stomach cramps, a cold sensation spreading through your body, maybe a little dizziness, or even a mild headache. These feelings may pass quickly, and you might chalk it up to just being tired from waking up. However, few people realize that drinking ice water on an empty stomach in the morning can actually cause a shock to your system, especially when your body is still in a resting state, not ready to handle something so sudden. Imagine your body like a car. After a long night of resting, the engine is still cold, the system isn't warmed up, and everything is in a relaxed state. But then you suddenly dump a glass of ice water into your body, like slamming on the brakes of a car that hasn't even started yet. It's not pleasant. Your organs, especially your digestive system, start reacting sharply. Blood vessels constrict, your stomach tightens, and your body is caught off guard. Everything feels like it's in shock. When you're younger, you may not notice these sensations because your body recovers quickly. But as you age, your body's ability to recover isn't as fast as it once was. And such shocks can easily leave you feeling tired, restless, or uncomfortable throughout the day. Let me tell you a story. Eleanor, 76 years old, is a strong woman who has always loved a glass of cold water every morning. She always thought it was a refreshing way to start the day, to clear her throat and feel more awake. But over time, Eleanor began to notice that she didn't always feel comfortable after drinking cold water. Her hands would feel cold, her stomach would cramp, and she would start feeling discomfort every morning. Her digestive system wasn't functioning as it used to, and she felt her health declining. It wasn't until her doctor advised her to switch from cold water to room temperature water that things began to change. Just after a week, she felt a noticeable difference. No more stomach aches or cold sensations. Her body started to feel more comfortable and balanced. This small change, simply switching the temperature of the water, had a huge positive impact on her health. Her digestion returned to normal, and she felt like she had more energy for the day ahead. This is not just a story about an elderly person. It's a reminder for all of us about how our bodies change as time goes by. Habits that have worked for years may no longer suit us as we enter a different stage of life. Our bodies need care and attention, especially as we age. Small changes, like adjusting the temperature of your drinking water, can have a big impact on your health and how you feel each day. If you've been in the habit of drinking ice water in the morning, try making a small change. Switch to warm or room temperature water for a few days, and you'll notice the difference. Sometimes these small changes can have a big effect on your body, helping you feel more comfortable and ready to take on the challenges of the day. Your body deserves to be treated gently, especially when it has been with you through so many years. Remember, just because something worked for us in the past doesn't mean it will always work in the future. Mistake number 2. Drinking water too quickly or drinking too much at once. I'm sure you've experienced that dry throat feeling right after waking up, like your throat is severely dehydrated. So you just want to quickly drink a big glass of water to quench your thirst and start your day. But what you may not know is that drinking water too quickly, especially right after waking up, is actually putting pressure on your body without you realizing it. You might think that just drinking it all at once is fine, but your body isn't prepared for that sudden influx of water. Imagine this. Your body has just gone through a long night of rest. Your organs are still in a relaxed state. Your heart rate isn't stable yet, and your blood pressure hasn't adjusted. Your stomach is still groggy, like your body is slowly waking up from a long sleep. But at this moment, you pour a whole glass of water into your system without giving it time to adjust. The feeling you might experience is bloating, nausea, or even dizziness. This happens because your body can't process the large amount of water you just ingested all at once. When you drink too quickly, your stomach and digestive organs don't have time to gear up to absorb the water slowly. The digestive system gets overwhelmed, which can lead to uncomfortable feelings. This is even more serious for older adults, as their bodies are less sensitive to sudden changes. Let me tell you a story about Mr. David, 68 years old, a man who is very health conscious and considers taking care of his health an essential part of his lifestyle. Every morning, he would drink a full glass of water right when he woke up, sometimes even before getting out of bed. He thought this was a good habit, helping to cleanse his body and clear his eyes right when he woke up. However, over time, he began to feel more and more tired after drinking water. Sometimes he felt dizzy, other times he felt off balance or even nauseous. He couldn't understand why he felt like this when he had always kept up the habit of drinking enough water. Finally, he decided to see a doctor for a checkup. After discussing with the doctor, he realized that it wasn't that he had any serious illness, but that it was due to the way he was drinking water. Drinking too quickly and too much right after waking up was putting pressure on his body and disrupting his digestive system. The doctor advised him to change this habit, to sip small amounts of water over a period of 15 to 20 minutes rather than drinking a whole glass at once. He followed this advice, and the results were surprising. After a week, he felt much lighter, no more dizziness or nausea, and his energy remained stable throughout the day. This proves that a small change in your water drinking habit can make a big difference to your health. Sometimes, small changes can bring unexpected results. Our bodies are not machines. They need time to adapt and adjust. When you drink water too quickly, you are unintentionally forcing your body to work too hard without giving it time to adjust. This not only affects your digestive system, but can also cause an electrolyte imbalance in your body, making you feel uncomfortable all day long. So instead of rushing to drink a whole glass of water as soon as you wake up, try taking a little time to sip small amounts. This will not only help your body absorb the water more easily, but will also create a much more comfortable and relaxed feeling. Treat your body gently, because, after all, it deserves care to start the day. By simply changing the way you drink water, you'll feel the difference right away. Sometimes a small change can lead to a great morning and a whole day full of energy. Mistake number 3. Drinking water from a plastic bottle overnight. You're probably like many people who have made it a habit to leave a water bottle by your bedside before going to sleep. It seems like a harmless and convenient habit. Just reach over and take a sip of water. But in reality, this habit hides a potential health risk that many people don't realize. Have you ever thought about that plastic bottle? And could leaving water in a plastic bottle overnight affect your body? Most of us think of a plastic bottle as just a simple container for water, nothing to worry about. However, when left overnight, especially in a warm or hot environment, these bottles can release harmful substances like BPA, bisphenol A. These chemicals can mix with the water, and when you drink it, they can have negative effects on your health, particularly for those with weakened immune systems or older adults. BPA can interfere with the endocrine system, disrupting bodily functions. While many plastic bottles today are labeled BPA-free, there are still many types of plastic that contain compounds with similar effects. As we age, our ability to process harmful substances decreases. Problems such as hormonal imbalances, high blood pressure, or the decline of organ functions like the liver and kidneys can occur. And sometimes, these small effects from external factors like chemicals from plastic bottles don't show immediate signs, but gradually build up over time. Unexplained headaches, fatigue, despite getting enough sleep, or other discomforts in the body may be signs that your body is burdened by the negative effects of things we often consider harmless. Let me tell you the story of Mr. John, 80 years old, who had the habit of drinking water from a plastic bottle left overnight for many years. He always thought he was living healthily, taking care of himself, and drinking enough water every day. However, over time, he started to feel his health change. He would often feel dizzy, constantly tired even though he slept well, and occasionally suffered from long-lasting headaches. Eventually, he became concerned and decided to check his health. The doctors didn't find any serious conditions, but they asked about his water drinking habits. When Mr. John shared that he often left a plastic bottle by his bedside and drank from it during the night, the doctor quickly pointed out that the plastic bottle could be causing the issue. Plastic, especially when exposed to heat from a nightlight or a warm environment, releases chemicals into the water, which can negatively affect the body. Immediately, the doctor advised Mr. John to switch to using a glass or stainless steel bottle instead of continuing with the plastic bottle. Mr. John began changing his habits, filling a fresh bottle of water each morning and no longer leaving it overnight. Just a few weeks later, he noticed a significant difference. No more headaches, no more long-lasting fatigue, and most importantly, he felt more energetic than ever. A change that seemed small, just switching water bottles, had made a remarkable difference to his health. Sometimes, the simple habits we think are harmless can accumulate and negatively affect our bodies. Especially for older adults, the body doesn't recover as quickly as it used to, and even small changes in life can have a large impact on long-term health. So, if you still have the habit of drinking water from a plastic bottle left overnight, try switching to a glass or stainless steel bottle. Not only will it help protect your health, but it will also give you a greater sense of peace for your body, making you feel refreshed and full of energy every morning when you wake up. Our bodies deserve the best care, even in the smallest things. And sometimes, Changing a seemingly simple habit can be the key to improving long-term health. Mistake number 4. Drinking water when your stomach is too full or too empty after taking medication. Have you ever thought about how you take your medication in the morning? A full glass of water, a pill, and you think that's a simple and effective way to start the day. But you may not realize that the timing and way you drink water while taking medication can have a big impact on your body, especially right after waking up. If you drink water too quickly or too much while your stomach is empty, you may experience nausea, bloating, or even heartburn. This isn't the fault of the medication. It's how your body reacts to the combination of water and medication at this moment. The lining of your stomach isn't fully awake yet, and when you introduce too much water, especially when the stomach hasn't yet adjusted to food or liquids, it can cause irritation, disrupt the absorption process of the medication, and make you feel uncomfortable. You may also think that taking medication with a full glass of water is normal, but actually, if you've just eaten a large breakfast and then take your medication with too much water, this can increase pressure on your digestive system. Your stomach isn't fully ready to handle the combination of medication and water at once, and this can lead to feelings of overload, which is certainly uncomfortable. This is why the timing of when you take your medication and the way you drink water can significantly affect how you feel in the morning. When you wake up, your body is still transitioning from a resting state to an active one. And if you don't pay attention to these details, you might end up with undesirable symptoms throughout the day. Let's look at the example of Mrs. Margaret, 80 years old. She always took her thyroid medication with a full glass of water first thing in the morning and then ate breakfast afterward. At first, she didn't notice any issues, but after a while, she began to feel nauseous and uncomfortable every morning. Even though tests didn't reveal anything abnormal, the discomfort persisted. Eventually, the doctor asked more about her water drinking habits and realized that she was drinking too much water too quickly after taking her medication, which was irritating her stomach. After making a small adjustment, drinking just enough water to swallow her medication and waiting about 45 minutes before eating breakfast, everything changed dramatically. The nausea disappeared and her health improved significantly. That was just a small change in her routine, but the impact on her health was huge. Her medication worked better, and she felt much more comfortable in the mornings. The lesson from this story is to pay attention to how you drink water and take medication in the morning. Don't overload your stomach with too much water and medication. Try drinking water slowly, sip by sip, and wait a little before eating breakfast if needed. Sometimes, a small change in your routine can make a noticeable difference in both your body and mind. If you feel tired or uncomfortable in the morning, don't rush to blame the medication or your age. The cause could be how you're drinking water. Try adjusting it and see how your body responds. Don't forget that health is a precious asset, and you deserve a gentle and comfortable morning. Mistake number 5. Skipping breakfast and only drinking water. Let's be honest with ourselves for a moment. We've all heard plenty of advice about new diets or eating habits, especially from trends on the internet. One of those trends is skipping breakfast and only drinking water to allow the body to fast for a certain period. For some people, especially younger individuals or those following strict nutritional plans, this may provide certain results. But for older adults, this can be a serious mistake that shouldn't be overlooked. In fact, if you're only drinking water and not eating anything in the morning, you could unknowingly be harming your health and energy levels without even realizing it. Imagine this. After a long night of fasting for 8 to 10 hours, your body wakes up with low blood sugar, depleted energy, and your brain needs nutrients to function effectively. If you only drink water without providing your body with food, you might feel okay at first, but just a few hours later, you'll begin to feel tired, shaky, foggy-headed, and even irritable. These sensations are sometimes mistaken for stress or lack of sleep, but the truth is, you're lacking the nutrients your body needs. Water is crucial and helps maintain hydration, but it cannot replace the essential nutrients your body needs to truly stay healthy. Drinking water and then just having coffee without eating is like stimulating your body without giving it a solid energy foundation. Mrs. Alice's story, at 69 years old, might help clarify this. She was very independent and sharp. After hearing a lot of advice about intermittent fasting, she decided to skip breakfast and only drink water until noon. At first, she felt like she was losing weight and thought the method was effective. However, after some time, things started to change. Her mood declined, her memory worsened, and sometimes she would begin repeating things without realizing it. Her daughter, being very observant, encouraged her to see a doctor. After a health checkup, the doctor discovered that she wasn't providing enough energy in the morning. Her body was lacking nutrients, causing her brain not to function efficiently. After changing her routine, Mrs. Alice started eating breakfast again, with simple meals like boiled eggs, toast, and fruit. As a result, her energy returned, her memory improved, and she felt like herself again after months of feeling tired. So, if you're thinking that skipping breakfast is a way to improve your health or lose weight, I challenge you to reconsider. Your body deserves more than just water in the morning. To start a day full of energy, your body needs real nutrients. Try adding a small breakfast to your routine, maybe a handful of nuts, a bowl of oatmeal, or even a fruit smoothie. You'll be amazed at how positively your body responds when it's provided with enough nutrients. The feelings of tiredness and lack of focus will disappear, your mood will stabilize, and you'll feel ready to face any challenge the day brings. Finally, I want to emphasize that health is a long journey, and it's not always easy. Small, simple, yet meaningful changes in our daily habits can lead to significant results over time. That's why understanding and paying attention to habits that may seem insignificant can actually make a big difference in our lives. Don't just follow trends or popular advice while forgetting about yourself and the basics your body needs. Sometimes, a small change, such as adjusting the timing of your medication, choosing the right drink, or starting the day with a nutritious breakfast, can be enough to improve your energy and overall health. So, continue exploring and learning valuable information that helps you take better care of yourself every day. If you find these insights helpful and want to learn more tips, habits, and strategies to improve your health and life, don't forget to click the subscribe button. I'm committed to always providing you with valuable, well-researched content to help you live a healthier and happier life. Let us accompany you on this journey. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I wish you boundless energy, good health, and a life full of meaning. Don't hesitate to share this video with friends and family if you think they could benefit from this information. Be sure to subscribe to the channel today and stay tuned for more upcoming videos on other valuable topics. Together, we'll explore more secrets to living healthy and living well every day.